The Marvel Universe has many incredibly powerful, larger-than-life characters to choose from. Some, however, stand head and shoulders above the rest. Their incredible powers are incalculable and far beyond comprehension. Here is our list of the most powerful characters in the Marvel comic book universe. Also, here's a hint. It's not Iron Man, the Incredible Hulk, Black Widow, Thanos the Mad Titan, or even the Black Bolt. Starting our list, number 15, Vulcan. Gabriel Summers was the younger brother of Alex and Scott Summers, born on the Shi'ar throne world after his mother was murdered by the planet's ruler, Daken. After he was aged into his prime at an accelerated rate, he was sent to Earth as a slave for one of Daken's hands on Earth. But he managed to escape and was later found by none other than Moira McTaggart. Under her guidance, he learned how to use his developing powers and would later join the X-Men under the codename Vulcan after the Roman god of the Forge and meet his older brother Scott. Vulcan was declared an Omega-level mutant after M-Day when he was exposed to a burst of mutant energy thanks to the Scarlet Witch, and has an extensive array of powers, including energy manipulation and absorption, flight, healing, power suppression, and psionic resistance. Ed Brubaker, his creator, said he could control the 7 elements: fire, earth, electricity, wind, water, darkness, and light, and even magic. As Emperor Vulcan, Gabriel once fought the X-Men, Inhumans, and Starjammers simultaneously. I mean, come on, he is definitely one of the strongest Marvel characters. Number 14, Scar. As the son of the Hulk, Bruce Banner, and Kyra the Old Strong, Scar possesses incredible strength, surpassing even that of his father in some realities. Scar's growth rate was exponential, having been born to look about the age of a young boy after the death of his mother, and then growing to be a young adult within a year. He was raised by Old Sam, who found him shortly after his mother's people had tattooed him. During his time on Earth, Scar was further trained by his father. He is a highly intelligent character with the combined powers of his mother and father. While most of his powers are from Hulk, his superhuman strength and stamina, invulnerability, and a healing factor that rivals Wolverine, he also possesses the old power like his mother. Not only can he manipulate the earth, stone, and lava of a planet, but he can turn his body to stone and see the actions of everyone who had walked on the planet Sakaar, his birth planet, in the past 40 days, using a form of retrocognition.
This is my son, Scar.
Number 13, Odin. Odin Borson, the king of Asgard and the father of Thor and Loki. The origin of the Allfather is not very well known. Often changing, he only ever tells the tale through short stories. Odin is the most powerful Asgardian alive and was worshipped as the god of wisdom by the people of Midgard for a very long time. Due to his Asgardian origins, the old god possesses several powers that make him far more powerful than many characters in the Marvel Universe. Alongside a regenerative healing factor, which allows him to heal much faster than any other Asgardian, and immortality, he has superhuman strength, speed, agility, reflexes, and stamina. Of all of his powers, his most iconic ability is the Odin Force, which allows him to perform numerous magical feats that show off his incredible strength. Odin has become so skilled with this power that he can use it during combat when fighting against characters like the Silver Surfer and Thanos simultaneously. The only disadvantage of his powers is the necessity to fall into Odin's sleep, a state of deep sleep in which he regains his strength so he can continue to use his powers without taking strain. When in this state, Odin is at his most vulnerable and is thus guarded by his most trusted men.
Father?
Oh,
Number 12, Hercules. Hercules, originally named Heracles to honor the goddess Hera, was the son of Zeus and Alcmena of Thebes. Even as a baby, Hercules possessed the strength of a god and easily thwarted any attempts Hera made on his life. He was trained in all forms of combat by his adoptive father Amphitryon and would become a great warrior in the ancient world, eventually proving himself worthy of becoming a god and gaining immortality. He has grown to be one of the strongest characters in Marvel at over 3,000 years old, his strength surpassing Thor and Hulk. His godlike strength once allowed him to pull the entire island of Manhattan, which weighed 99 billion tons. In addition, he is almost entirely invulnerable, his skin unable to be pierced by conventional bladed weaponry thanks to the density of his tissue and his heritage as a half-god. Hercules has also been able to withstand the cosmic blasts from a nova and survive in space unaided. Hercules, considered the physically strongest Marvel character, is highly susceptible to his rage, which makes it impossible for him to control himself fully and has caused him to harm and even kill his loved ones in the past. Number 11. Grandmaster. The Grandmaster, otherwise known as Endwi Gast, is one of the Elders of the Universe and the last of his ancient race. He has been rendered essentially immortal due to his obsession with playing games. He spent his incredibly long life playing games and searching for new forms of entertainment, mastering every one he came across. Being one of the Elders of the Universe, the Grandmaster possesses the power primordial, residual energy from the Big Bang. He spent years training with it, and it granted him several superhuman capabilities, including mental, superhuman intellect and psionics, physical, and energy manipulation, which he can use to resurrect the dead and manipulate the matter of objects as he chooses. Thanks to his games, Endwi was the hand behind many battles in the Marvel Universe. For example, he was the cause of a crossover battle between the Avengers and the Justice League. Those who play against him can be sure that he will never cheat and that he will always stay true to his word. Although, some characters like Kang the Conqueror learned the hard way that he tends to be quite literal when he makes his promises. So one ought to be careful of their wording.
I gotta say, I'm proud of you all. This revolution has been a huge success. Yay us!
Number 10. Galactus. He was known initially as Galen, a member of the Ta'an people, who decided to travel to the center of the universe, where he came across the cosmic egg and the sentience of the universe. He entered the cosmic egg and was reborn into the Marvel Universe as Galactus, the Devourer of Worlds. Galactus, who has unlimited cosmic power, has an insatiable hunger which he appeases by consuming the energy of different planets. In other words, he eats the entire freaking planet. To find suitable planets, he appoints heralds, who he empowers with the power cosmic, and sends them to scout ahead. His most famous herald was the Silver Surfer, and one time, he even appointed Deadpool. I mean, he got rid of him almost immediately because of how annoying he was. Besides possessing the power cosmic and having almost limitless godlike powers, Galactus is also an omnipotent entity with immeasurable power. At his most powerful, the Devourer of Worlds was able to fight 4 Mad Celestials, killing one of them in the process. As a result, the Nova Corps had declared him a universe-level threat. He also possesses technology that works with his biology and is perceived as the species of whoever is looking at him. For example, a human would see him in human form. Number 9. Magus. To create a champion of life that would be able to challenge Thanos, the champion of death, Chaos and Order created an evil version of Adam Warlock known as Magus by educating an out-of-time Adam Warlock in their ways and driving him to madness. Magus had been wiped from existence due to interference from Thanos, but was brought back when pieces of Earth 7528 merged with Earth 616, springing from the evil part of Adam Warlock. Magus's powers are equal to that of Galactus. He possesses the same powers as Adam Warlock, as well as a couple of his own, including the ability to shapeshift, which allows him to become virtually any substance, size, shape, and color, immortality, and the ability to teleport. While his power levels may change depending on the form he takes on, at his most powerful, Magus is capable of splitting a star in two. Number 8. Mikaboshi. Amatsu Mikaboshi is a primordial being imprisoned in the Shinto underworld known as Imo for eternity and considered the Japanese god of evil and chaos. The Chaos King is an offshoot of Oblivion that embodies the void that existed before the universe began, and it is the counterpart to eternity. As an abstract being, he was greater than even Odin. Mikaboshi is an extremely intelligent entity with great superhuman agility, durability, endurance, super strength and speed, and recuperative abilities. In addition, He is able to wield a potent form of dark Japanese magic and can project energy at a level that rivals even Zeus.
Please don't put your eggs in me!
Number 7. Sidorak. Sidorak is an extremely powerful being that has also been known as the Lord of Oblivion, Master of the Raging Storm, and the Destroyer. Heralding from the Crimson Cosmos, Sidorak is an omnipotent being and one of the most powerful magical beings in the entire Marvel Universe, and is the source of power for many elite sorcerers and magicians, including Doctor Strange. He created the Crimson Gem, an object that would act as an artifact for his avatar on Earth, aka Juggernaut, an agent of chaos determined to destroy everything in their path. He uses his avatars to fight his battles for him and is worshipped by a collection of elf-like beings. Number 6. The Phoenix Force. The Phoenix Force is one of the oldest and most powerful cosmic entities in the universe, representing the forces of creation and destruction. It predates even darkness and is said to be the entity from which all living things were born, existing across all realities in the multiverse. The Phoenix is one of the most feared forces in the entire galaxy, able to change and alter reality or completely destroy it if it chooses. Its whole purpose is to get rid of that which doesn't work. The Phoenix Force has taken on several hosts over the years. A couple of hosts were able to take control of the powers of the Phoenix and focused more on its power of creation. Many were unable to resist the destructive impulses that came with the Phoenix and would go out of control from the power that they were using, becoming the Dark Phoenix that would lead the universe to fear the Phoenix Force. Some of the Phoenix's most frequent hosts included Jean Grey, Rachel Grey, Emma Frost, and Professor X. The Phoenix Force has been declared an Omega-level threat and an Extinction-level threat. Number 5. Franklin Richards. Franklin Richards was among the most powerful in the Marvel Universe, even from a very young age. He is the son of Reed Richards and Susan Storm, said to be an impossible birth due to the circumstances that granted his mother her powers. When he was born, the radiation that had given Sue Storm and Reed their powers affected Franklin and allowed him to alter his anatomy and give himself an artificial X gene. As an Omega-level mutant, Franklin had godlike abilities that allowed him to warp reality and control numerous forces that affect the state of the universe as he chooses. In addition, Franklin had great psionic powers and could age himself up and down, causing much confusion among fans about his actual age. Franklin Richards is considered the strongest mutant ever to exist, with powers that are equal even to celestial beings. As far as powerful mutants go, he is at the top of the list.
That can be harmful.
Number 4. Eternity. First appearing in Strange Tales number 138, Eternity is a being that embodies Earth 616's portion of the universe and is a personification of time. He is considered the twin brother of Infinity and a sibling of Death and Oblivion. He is an extremely intelligent being and can manipulate several forces in the universe, including energy, matter, reality, space, time, and magic. He is omnipresent and has been ranked above several powerful abstract entities, including Lord Chaos, Sire Hate, Mistress Love, and Master Order. Number 3. The Living Tribunal. There is only one version of the Living Tribunal in the Marvel Multiverse because he is the embodiment of it. He manifests as a being with 3 faces, each representing necessity, equity, and just revenge, and all 3 have to agree with each other before intervening in anything. The Living Tribunal is an omnipotent being that was created by one above all to maintain the structure and balance of the multiverse and enforce its judgment when it begins to tip out of order, able to obliterate an entire inhabited planet if it restores balance.
What the hell is that? Everyone's got a gimmick now.
He is significantly more powerful than both Eternity and Infinity and incredibly intelligent. With absolutely limitless powers, he can erase entire realities and nullify even the powers of the Infinity Gems simultaneously, meaning Thanos wouldn't even be willing to engage in combat with him. The only being that has ever managed to kill him is Beyonder. Speaking of which, number 2, Beyonder. Beyonder is one of the most powerful of all the Marvel abstracts. Characters like the Celestials, the Supreme Cosmic Beings, and the Living Tribunal are at his mercy. As a child, he had a universe explicitly created for him, and for a long time, he believed that his universe was everything that existed. When a hole was poked in his universe, he saw Earth. After observing it for a while, he took over the planet with a mere thought, started the Secret Wars, and created the battle world where many heroes and villains were forced to fight one another. Beyonder has several powers, including psionic abilities that allow him to scan the minds of an entire world, erase people's memories, and neutralize the psychic probes from even the most powerful telepaths. His ability to warp reality is so powerful that he can simply will any harm that is done to him to be repaired. He can also teleport and fly, and easily gain knowledge about the entire multiverse. The only character more powerful than the Beyonder is number one above all. Essentially, the god of Marvel, the one above all, is the supreme leader of the multiverse and the ultimate source of love and good, which is why the multiverse exists in the first place.
There's only one God, man. And I'm pretty sure he doesn't dress like that.
He rarely intervenes with any sort of multiversal matter, choosing to remain hidden and instead leaving any problems that arise for his servants like the Living Tribunal. No, seriously, he didn't do a damn thing when the Prime Universe was destroyed. If he chooses to destroy what he has created, he will manifest into his other half, the one below all, who is essentially the devil of Marvel. The one above all, who has unlimited power, is an omnipotent, omnipresent, and omniscient being that is represented as all-powerful and has occasionally been portrayed as Jack Kirby. His only weaknesses are multiversal imbalance, which he cannot fix, and duality. For more of the best entertainment content, visit fortressofsolitude.co.za.